Alright, here we go. You guys have to let me know how the audio and video looks. And how quiet or loud I am. Alright. Oh boy. Yes. Yes it is. Oh boy. So, start by opening up the hardware. So much duct tape. Good, good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Guess this makes sure that none of the hardware escapes, which is important because it sounds like a lot of it's rattling around in there. Woo! See, like that. Ah. All right. So how many of these loose? Let's see. Do this without making use of it. Yep. I had a feeling one of the bags had a hole in it. Judging based off the sounds, I'm like, this sounds like one of the bags has a hole, which happens. Ugh. So I'm going to collect all these little pieces. I'll probably move the camera around to see, so you can see better in a minute. Just want to work on getting this stuff out without losing it. Jeez. Get a bigger dish. Let's see what we got on hand. I'll have to make do with what I have. Take all these little bits. I haven't lost anything yet. I've actually picked up everything that I've dropped so far. If you hear noises coming from the other room, that would be my son. He is currently having lunch right now, so that'll just have to be some nice background noise. Just slowly. Alright, so we got the PVC, which also has stuff in it. So it'll be a slow process of me just unpacking everything. Maybe I should have done this ahead of time. That's the first thing. Drop on the floor. Okay. Hasn't landed on the floor. So far everything is still. Yes, I ordered the hardware from GDOT himself. I got it this past weekend, so it was time to. This is another Spring Thunder commission that I'm doing. Oof. I swear, this video is just going to be several minutes of me just. I actually did order another hardware kit for myself. Whoa, jeez. Okay, still haven't lost anything yet. Slowly just getting everything out. Get everything out of here. Alright, so PVC is empty now. I think I have a couple screws on the floor, but nothing major. Easily found. But yeah, I actually will be building another Spring Thunder probably in a week or two. It's a special one for myself since my Spring Thunder's been disassembled, so I'm actually printing I've almost got completely printed a brand new Spring Thunder for me, and it's gonna be exciting. And let me get these screws real quick. Ugh. Actually, finish getting everything out of here. Yeah, it's like I've had this happen before where it's like you'll get a hardware kit and like one of the bags will pop, so like all these little bits and pieces, and the Spring Thunder just has so many many little bits and pieces to it. Timing right here. Another screw. It's alright. all screws will be retrieved. It's a fun little adventure. Ow, that hurt. Plunger. Alright. In 1 second, pick up everything I dropped, which not too much. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sure if this is part of the hardware kit or a screw I dropped another time. Whew. Okay. Okay. I have one hardware on the way. It just notified me that it was shipped. This hardware I ordered a couple months ago. GDOT was having issues with the post office not picking up packages, so it ended up taking a little bit longer than normal for it to get to me. So, because the goal is to have it done in time for APOC, but again, yeah. Oh, this purple film. I'd have to look it up. Offhand, I do not know. It's one of my go-tos too. I should know this. I believe. No, I'll have to look that one up. I'll admit I don't have all my filaments memorized. And I will admit I actually do have one other piece that I need to print. I have one thing on the printer right now. I forgot to print a mirrored version of the shell catch. So, but that'll take like a 5-10 minutes, and I can throw that on the build at the end because it won't be a huge deal. I can get the Spring Thunder mostly functioning without it. Little bits and pieces. I had most of the prints cleaned up, but I had a couple of the little ones I still had to clean up a bit. So, all right. But it is going well. So, I'll try to work up here a little bit more. So I wish my camera wasn't so good. I need a better tabletop camera is what I need, because this one's just, I think I'm either too close to the camera or something, because it's just not, at least from my end, it looks pretty blurry. So I apologize for the blurriness of the tabletop view. I could technically switch. I could make my face cam the bigger camera but I'm assuming you guys want to be able to see the build. But yeah, no, so this is just going to be another, this is pretty much like the same as all my other build streams where I kind of just, well, a little different because I know how to build a Spring Thunder. So I'm hoping, this is the second Model 6 Spring Thunder I've built. I've built a good number of Spring Thunders in my time. Most of them were Model 5. I had built one other Model 6, which was also another live stream that I did. That's right, I gotta keep my hands on the table so you can see. Like I said, right now I'm just cleaning out support, so right now it's not even a huge deal to be able to see. It's just plucking away at supports. So let's tap that a little bit more so I can lean forward and still be on camera. So, alright, so what's everybody else doing this weekend? I was supposed to have a war today, but it got canceled due to rain. Yeah, I do like his style as well. He actually just posted a video today talking about he modified the catnip launcher thing, and that was pretty funny because he has a couple of cats. So if you don't follow Tyler Wright on YouTube, you definitely should. He does a lot of work. He loves his knockout builds. It's quite entertaining. They're They're mostly little build videos, but he does some good work. So definitely check him out. It's 2 a.m. for you. Oof. Man, that was me last night. I was up way too late last night and then had to go to the gym this morning, so it's like, I don't want to go. But I did anyway, because that's what you do. Gotta commit to the gym, or else all your work will go to waste. It helps to have partners, though. I have a workout buddy of mine that him and I go work out together. So. Anybody working on anything today? Or this evening, in case of Savan? Or very early morning, however you want to consider it. Again, right now just cleaning off the print some, getting off these supports. Because there's a good bit of pieces for the Spring Thunder that need supports, unfortunately. But, yeah. So, I've got a video. I got a couple of other blasters I need to work on too for Tuesday's video. And I swear, it's like I moved I moved off of Mondays to give myself an extra day for filming. And with my son going to school this year, I'll have some mornings to work on filming as well. So that's why my schedule ended up changing over to Tuesday instead of my Mondays, which I had been posting on. Building a rocket hammer shot. Ooh, rocket hammer shot. That's fun. I have I thought about building one of those. It just didn't seem like it had enough power to launch the rocket very well. I'm trying to remember. I'm assuming you're referring to Radioactive's rocket attachment. I'm trying to remember. That's not one of his that I've built. So I'm not too familiar with it. Alright. Let us begin. So PVC. Get them off of each other. Probably knock over the plunger. That's fine. Go. Now I have support material all over my desk. No, not for this one. We went without the carbon fiber wrap for this one. Being a commission, every little add-on adds a little bit to the price, and we went without. But honestly, what you can always do for the PVC is if you just want to take all this lettering out, you can just go ahead and sand it. The words will come right off. Today's stream brought to you by Coke. Oy. Now I will say what I do need to look into is getting some background music for my streams so they're not super quiet. Just something light in the background. I have a lot of progress to make on my streams for sure. My streaming capabilities are pretty low. But, you know, I do what I can. Alright. Honestly, I still might end up pulling up the Spring Thunder instructions just because they can be a little complicated, just to help give me a frame of reference. Excuse me. Okay. Pull up my instructions. You guys want me to throw the instructions up on stream like I've done in the past, or do you want me to just leave them off stream so you can see more of the build? And I will... There it is. Assembly guide. So I'll let you guys decide how you want to do that. That's why I thought it starts with the bolt. I do need to get super glue. I gotta grab some glue for the O-ring. How to build. Okay, I'll go ahead and throw that up on chat. Not on chat, on the ooh, no, not that one. There it is. Okay. Alright. There we go. Alright, starting with the bolt. Which is somewhere. Yeah, like this just gives me something to go off of. I'm going to... There we go. I'm going to play some music in my ear too, just to fill up some of the silence. So here, I'll just make them small. So starting with the bolt, a little bag of parts, pour the rest of it out, I guess, along with the rest of it on my desk. I will say with the Spring Thunder, it is an awkward one to do a build for because as you go, it gets worse and worse, or like not worse and worse. As you go, it gets bigger and bigger, and it just becomes very difficult. So I'm gonna have to grab some super glue to hold that O-ring in place. So again, I gotta try to work here. So let me move this over here and put it under me right there. It's gonna bother me if they're not even. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's close enough. All right. So I'm gonna grab some super glue for that in a second, but I'll start with the extractor. One of the teeny tiny pieces that I'm sure is on my desk somewhere. Just gotta find it. So I got that, I've got, there you are. Extractor. This teeny piece right there. Whew. Oh yeah, the 40% kit. I've gotten one of those before. Like I said, you just gotta source all the all the little screws and everything. It's got all the important bits like the custom catch and whatnot. Let's go dump this out so I can try to do this without losing all my screws, because I'm going to need these to attach the rail. One plus side about having a CR10 is I'm able to print rail in very long sections. This is basically 3 sections of rail printed all together for some extra stability. Let me see, so I now get all these screws set to the sides so I can find them when I need them, because that is the catch. No, that's, so we've got the shell razor spring, we've got the, I believe this is the catch spring, and find all these little itty bitty springs. I got one of the itty bitties here for the all the little moving bits. Oh, here's another one. Another itty bitty spring right here. Sift my way through and I'll find it eventually. There should be one more itty bitty spring, I think. Yeah, because this kit has like 6 custom springs. So it's like lots of little itty bitty parts. Really. Let's see. Here's another one. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should have 4 of the itty bitties. So I need to find one more itty bitty spring. You guys let me know if you see it. There it is. I got it. Itty bitty. The threaded rods you can find on McMaster. I'm not sure exactly what the size is, but like it's listed on the instructions, so you can actually look it up on McMaster and find it that way. McMaster can be a little difficult to find things on, but you can eventually work your way to that. I ended up finding, like, I know how to find the plunger tube, I know how to find the aluminum bars, I know how to find barrels and everything, so yeah. Funny thing is, I have a tray. Unfortunately, my Arbalest hardware is currently sitting in that tray because that also had a bag rip in it, and like that just exploded everywhere. So that's holding all my Arbalest hardware. So yes, just all this loose hardware. Just make you uncomfortable, Brian. Moving. No, I'm a complete mess when modding. I will completely agree to that. All right, so I believe I need. I did not. So I guess McMaster might be an issue for you. That could be difficult. So I need the... Alright, so I need one of these ones. So you take one of the itty bitties here. Slot it in. Let me pull up my video so I can make sure I'm doing this on the right place. Alright, so yeah, that unfortunately that I don't have a good answer for. Now this might be very difficult to see because these are teeny tiny parts. You take the little one of the little springs, slot that into. Actually, no, I don't think I can use that one. So I will admit I'm not a. I hate dealing with these little teeny tiny screws. Yeah, unfortunately my advice on McMaster probably no good. Man, this spring does not want to go into place. Yeah, these little itty bitty parts are a huge pain, especially when you lose a spring. Because and I've done that. It's a huge pain. Oof. Because I have my fingers are. I have a bad case of the butterfingers. Grab my pliers. My pliers are up here. So, yeah, and then depending on what time it is, I have a couple other things I got to work on tonight too. Like I got a mistress key I gotta get working now that I have the piece printed with the right infill. I really just need this bent out just a little bit more. Well, first of all, I'm an idiot because I'm trying to put it in the wrong piece. I need to put it in this piece. Alright, well, again, make sure you can find all that I would recommend trying to make sure you can find all that hardware you need first before hitting order so it doesn't cause a problem later down the road. Oh, man. This is such a pain. I hate these teeny tiny screws. This is where you're going to see me struggle the most, is with all these little teeny tiny screws. There we go. Now I did bend it a little bit. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go. Because it should still be enough compression on the spring. Like I'm going to have to... Oh yeah, that's plenty. And then we get one of these pins. So you got to make sure that the pin goes not only through the printed pieces, but also the spring inside the part. Because if it doesn't go through the spring, it won't hold the spring in place, and then that's how you lose it. 14 products in your cart. I know that feeling very well. All right, let me make sure that this spring is, all right, so the spring is in place right here. So this is what holds the, grabs the shell and pulls it out. So I'm gonna have to trim this some though, so, but I always do that after I've got the spring in, so I can kind of figure out where I need to cut it. No, I need to cut it a little bit farther back. Ah, come here. I just want to cut off a little bit of you. Have I mentioned how much I dislike these little screws, these little springs? I just want to cut a little bit off. You know what? I take back what I said. Don't be like me. Cut this ahead of time. I was not even aware that there was a metric spring thunder, but it makes sense. There we go. Yeah, still nice and springy. I didn't, like I said, I was not aware that there even was a spring thunder metric version. Like, that was not something I was aware of. Alright, we got one in. Again, these little springs are the biggest problem, and they always cause trouble. Now, I'm going to come back to... Now, I still have to glue this into place, but I don't have my super... Oh! My super glue is actually right here. Lucky me. Now, usually I use a different glue that works better, but this is what I have on hand, so... This should work just fine. I just don't have my go-to with me today. There we go. Alright, so we've got the glue on, I've got the O-ring on, and we're gonna, so when we set that to the side, it'll dry by the time we get back to it again. So the main thing is just not putting it in the place where it's going to come off. So I'm going to set that over here for now. Alright. What do we got next? Next up, we got done part one. Oh, I still need it. I am a smart person. Alright, so a couple of differences. So I'm actually going to clean up this just a little bit more, because it's got some edges on it that I don't like. There. That's better. There we go. That's much better. Yeah. Alright. I need this piece, and I need... What I did last time was I ended up using 2 O-rings, but I actually only need 1 because you're supposed to put the other one... You're supposed to put a crimp on the plunger, which, again, I'm not a fan of. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't like... I miss the screwing the plunger into the... words have escaped me. The... bolt. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I liked being able to screw it into the bolt. I do not like this crimping style. I'm just not a fan. Alright. I need a specific screw. Where is that screw? I know I saw it. That was before I moved everything around. It's that one little screw that has an O-ring on it. There it is. Right here. Because that's going to go through the back here and screw into place, which will be right there. Right. Oh, Phillips screwdriver. All right. Yeah, I had a feeling there might not be. I had not heard of a metric spring thunder, unfortunately. Sorry, Savan. Alright, so we're going to screw this screw with the O-ring into the bolt here. Ooh, make sure not to mess up my O-ring here. O-ring's still good. O-ring's still good. All right. Yeah. Over here. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Savan. That nice and tight. Go. Okay. Then we're going to need the shell aligner, which will go up top here. These. Screw that into place. I'll admit I was printing this piece wrong for the longest time, because what I would do is I would print this piece right here. Oops, there you go. This piece right here, I would print it standing up, and that would put the layer lines going this way, which put a big weakness right here. So what you wanted to do is print it on its side. That way the layer lines go this way, because I've had this piece break off several times before on different builds, so it took me a little too long to figure out, hey, you should probably print that at a different orientation to avoid weak points, or that specific weak point. Alright. Let's see. Next I need... Did I forget? No, I didn't forget everything. That is everything on there. Alright, so next is the crimping part, which I do not like, but... So, first we need lube! I'll admit, I'm a big fan of the lube from Captain Slug. I love it. Like, I pretty much this is going to be my go-to. I use this and Super Lube. Woo. I'll admit, this bigger bottle is way easier to work with than the small ones. Okay, now we're just gonna put it on here. Now, I've never figured out a good crimping method for this, so we're gonna try something a little different. Make sure it's lined up first. Sure, line up on all edges. Sorry, I'm not doing this on camera. Just need to make sure I get this in the right position. But yes, as I've mentioned before, I hate this method. That's not enough. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more squeeze. I got a little bit of a crimp, but not enough. I need more of a crimp. I don't like that. Ugh, I hate this method. Absolutely despise it. Like, I'm supposed to... Oh, I hate this. I hate this method. I love the Spring Thunder. I hate this method. Absolutely despise it. Bring back the screw. This is super annoying. You still in place? This whole thing is super annoying. What I need is a vise. That would make that easier. Oop, I have not been paying attention to the chat. Yes, Boomstick does have a Sobek. The thing is massive. I love it. I still have not decided which one I like better. Oh my word, will you stay still? Because I need you. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Ugh. Really, I need a better hammer too. It's like, I don't like this at all. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. You're gonna hear me complain about this a lot. Ah, man, my nose is bothering me too. Everything is wrong. Whew. Sorry about the loud noises. Alright, it should be good now, I think. I just don't, I mean, like, this whole thing is, like, super wobbly, and I don't like that about it. Ugh. Sobek is a much easier build. I will agree to that. The Sobek is so much easier. Ah, man. Do I need to make it tighter? I need to make it tighter. Because, like, it's not coming off now, but it's super wobbly, and I don't like that. Stay still. Yeah. Yes, it is. You're correct. It is. I'm gonna add another. I'm not gonna fix it now because it's gonna just move back again. And I gotta add one more punch to it. This is stupid. The one part about the Spring Thunder I absolutely despise. Alright, we'll see how that does. Yes, that they are. This is just on a... Funny enough, this camera right here is zip tied to a GoPro extended arm. So, Now, it's not coming off. But, like, I don't like this. I don't like that. Oh. I hate it. I hate it so much. yeah, it's gonna pull forward like that. It needs to be tighter. Oh man, why does it need to be tighter? See you, Sylvan. Thanks for stopping by. I will get this built. I will. I am going to need a bigger hammer though, so give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. I hate this design. This one specific thing. I despise it. I need something heftier to hit with. See any of my hammers? I think I got one in here. Stupid. I thought you were pointing at something. Yeah. What? What is that, buddy? Whew. So, oh man, this no, the video was intentionally gone while I took it somewhere else to hammer it. I'm gonna repeat again. I hate the crimping on the plunger. I hate it. I love the Spring Thunder. I hate crimping the plunger because I've got it. Like, it's not coming off, but it's super loose. Like, I just don't like how loose this is. It's really loose. I want my screw back. There's a screw that you could screw the plunger to the bolt. I want it back. I'm gonna hit up Harrison after the stream because I want it back. It is terrible. Oh man. So that is gonna have to do for now. We'll see if it causes a problem later because like it's not coming off. Like it's on and it's not coming off. But I hate how loose it is. I think the last time I did this, I double O-ringed it, which worked fine. I think I'm going to do that for all future ones too, is just put 2 O-rings on it because, oh man, this crimping business is a no-go for me. Oh man. Anyways, it's on, and we're going to continue. Man. Alright. I gotta take out a little bit of filament here. I gotta clean a little bit of support out of here I forgot to do. So we do that real quick. There we go. I finally found a good print orientation for the bolt as well, which was nice. Because that was another one I was struggling to find a good print orientation. Yeah. It just, yeah. It needs something for sure, because that was super annoying. Anyways. Whew. Apologies for the delay. Back to our regular scheduled programming. I want my screw back. G'd up. I want the screw back on my Spring Thunder builds. Oh man. I understand the Winchester thing. That made sense. Which, I mean, my Winchester is obviously because I bought it pre-built from you. It was pre-crimped, so I didn't have to worry about crimping it myself. I just gotta finish rebuilding it. Oh man, that was fun. Hope everyone had a good time. All right, so let's upside down. So. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There we go. So, back to the easy stuff. Things I can do. There we go. So it can't go down all the way. It's just caught on that. Will you get out of there? There we go. There we go. This small piece of support just doesn't want to get out. Shoot. All right. There we go. All right. One. The other one. All right. Whew. Go. I'll admit I have not looked at chat. I am coming back. Oh, man. I mean, if I'm the only one complaining, that's just a me thing then. It just seems like it's way more frustrating to deal with. Alright. Moving along nicely. Yes. Alright. Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, so I had the other one. Gotcha. Okay. So I'll have to head upstairs and grab a shock pad. So I do have one. I always forget which one of these I'm supposed to print. So according to the instructions, you're supposed to print the other one that has a little indentation for an O-ring, because that's pretty much your shock pad. I have spare caliber shock pads, which should work for this one. But so that's what I'll be using for this one. Get my lock nut. Oh yes, I'm going to make sure I super glue that in place. Made that mistake on the Venturi. I will not make that mistake again. Now I need the little here. So we got a little Loctite, threaded rod, plunger. Set that there. And then we've got another lock nut. Here it is. Okay. Put the little. Ooh, get back here. All right. Throw a little bit of Loctite on the back. Yeah, I was the kind of person who always said, nah, I don't need Loctite for this. It'll be fine. I got a lock nut. And then my Venturi plunger rod split into two pieces. So, lesson learned. I do love having the ability where it has the cutouts for it, and you can just use the piece to tighten it. It's fantastic. I love it. All right, make sure that's centered. There we go. Okay. Whew. All right. We are making progress again. Like, so I'm going to have to. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I actually started at the wrong step. That's weird. When I opened up the instructions, it started me... Yeah, it started me here. It's interesting. So I only showed me the bolt. Ah, fascinating. Okay, so back to this one. So I might have to adjust my... That's not too bad. there, and then I'm just going to put that under that. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I guess I'll start there. With the correct starting point. Now, I printed this piece as one piece, which will probably cause me a little bit of problems, but I'm fine with dealing with Electropalm if I can have that rigidity. Interesting. Alright, so I need this piece. Alright, so I'm going to move the plunger to the side here. And I need one of the larger, not that one. I need, should be a large pin. I guess it fell. Let's see. There it is. Okay. I found it. We're good. Alright, so I need the roller, which is... I put it over here somewhere. Unless it rolled off while I was hammering the other piece. Which is a possibility. Put this over here for now. So I need it again. Ooh, definitely don't want to lose my little screws. Not my little screws, my little springs. Those are very important. I'm going to need this spring here. That. And that. Move things around until I find it, I guess. I know I printed it. It's around here somewhere. As you see, I am a disorganized mess as per... Oh, here it is. As per usual, complete disorganized mess. Woo! View layout. Yeah. So... Oop. Okay, I should double check my instructions. Hello, Bosco. Welcome to the party. Where Boomstick slowly loses his mind. So I need two of these? So there should be another one of these? No, that's a screw. That's right. I knew that. And this one always gets me. Because you've got to... So that's there. These go... Okay, yeah, I remember this now. Okay. I remember now. Just forgive me. A little rusty. It's been a little bit since I built the Spring Thunder. Grab that. Let's go. Piece of... Oh, that's... I got support right there that I didn't see that like made this a flat surface. I was like, what happened here? Yeah, I gotta take this off real quick. Hold on. We'll get back on track. So now you see why I don't usually do build streams anymore. Because I look like a fool. But it's alright. In most builds, you'll usually make a mistake or two. At least for me. So, don't worry about being perfect. Make a mistake, fix it, move forward. Complain about it later. There we go. There we go. Just popping out the support material from the other side. I'll hop back in the chat in a second. Just give me 1 second. I'll just get this real quick and I'll hop back to chat so I can see what's going on. Alright, there we go. Alright. Oh, hey, Savannah's back. Which mod Nerf? I have like a modified official Nerf blasters. I actually don't have that many. I've got a couple of knockout mods. I just recently picked up a excuse me. I recently picked up a Chrono Mag mod that I bought off a friend that I'm hoping to do a review on. Not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. I'll put that nut in afterwards. So this needs to go that way. Okay. So this will be here. Okay. Got the correct size screw. Should be that one. And I hope if I got it lined up first. That spring down. There we go. Okay. Well, got that part lined up. Alright, there we go. Honestly, like, I haven't modified a Nerf. Like I said, I like knockouts. I mod knockouts. I don't mod that many official Nerf blasters. Honestly, I don't mod that many blasters in general, despite the name. Woo! Whoa! Screwdriver, come back here. Ugh. Alright. Again, my thing ended up being... Oh, you trim them down. A lot of the springs that you're going to end up trimming down a little bit, because that's how they are. So you'll end up... and I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Remember what I was saying about mistakes? And why I don't do build streams anymore? Oh boy. Let's not pull it out. Because this needs to be... Alright. This needs to be on this side. Okay. Alright. So this little piece right here, I'm not sure how well you can see that. This little spring here. You'll make sure it's on the outside of this piece. I had it on the inside, which was a problem. But yeah, no, for most of the little springs, you'll end up trimming them down some. I mean, it's better to have too much than too little. And what you'll end up doing is you'll end up bending these to put the, grabbing this pin here. Slide that through, get the roller, here's the roller. Oop, too far in. Oh. Hey, I need you to come back out just a hair. There we go. Alright, just, yeah. Hey, I need you to line up. Work with me here. Cooperate. Anybody else talk to their blasters while they mod them? Alright, that's in place. Oh, I constantly forget what parts I need to print. Like, that's a constant thing for me. So, all right, so now we have a nice and springy shell lifter, and then we'll take these and we will trim them back some. Yeah, main thing you want to do is make sure that you don't trim them so much, because remember, you want to make sure that they still stay on there when it's all the way down, when it's got the most pressure on it. There we go. That looks good. I like that. All right. We are making progress. All right. Whew. Oh, I'm supposed to put up. Oh. Okay, he got rid of that. That used to be a Originally, you just had to put a nut right there for the trigger guard, but now you're just screwing straight into that, which is not a big deal because it's not a lot of pressure being put on that part. Now I need the extractor, not the extractor. Yeah, no, the ejector. That's what it is. That's the term. All these special parts with other special names, because that's going to go right here. Gotta make sure I'm doing that on screen. So once I get the spring in there, it's going to sit in there like that. But I got to get the other little spring here, which again, I'm going to end up bending out just a little bit. There's still plenty of springiness to it, but just to get it into place, just because it's bent so far in, I can't get the spring into the little piece here. So we're dealing with more little bits here. My favorite Nerf blaster, like official Nerf blaster. Ooh, that was close. Almost lost it. Let me get the favorite Nerf blaster. Sledgefire. That is, I love shell ejecting shotguns. And the Sledgefire had a lot of modability to it. Like, I used to run a singled Sledgefire back in the day. I actually have a Sledgefire that I attached two Sledgefires at the grip. So one was pointing one way, one was pointing the other. And that was, I used that for a lot. That was a lot of fun. So the Sledgefire, the Zombie Strike Sledgefire is my favorite blaster from Nerf. Oh man, these little teeny tiny parts are so annoying to work with. I complain a lot about this blaster. I will repeat again. I love the Spring Thunder. I hate dealing with all the little bits. But I continue to do it. Because it's what I do. I am committed. Get these little parts together. Alright, this spring just does not want to go in all the way, which is super annoying. I make a master key on stream, like we talking like integrating one into another blaster, or we just talking like throwing a crooked cousin on it? Because that's my way to do it. Alright, so now that we got that, I think that's in far enough. Yeah, so it should be able to get that. Now this is the one that I've always had problems with it like shooting out because it's not lined up right. So you want to make sure, find another one of these little pins here. Yeah, that's right. Oop, there we go. Alright, so yeah, you see, woo! I'm much less worried about losing one of these than I am about losing this little tiny screw. Because it doesn't want to line up. That's the annoying part right now. So I gotta get... So I'm gonna actually push you in and then try to line it up using this pin here. Grab my pliers. I have stabbed myself with these and made myself bleed. Like, I'm probably not gonna integrate a blaster ever on stream if I do it at all in general. Blaster integrations, I've done one. Well, let me phrase it. I've successfully done one. And they are a lot of work. To do one on, like, you're talking like multiple streams, multiple... It's a long process. Integrations are not my thing. My thing is 3D printed blasters, which is what we're building today. So that is my thing. Integrations, I have plenty. I know plenty of people who do them. My friend, one of my friends from New Jersey, he's on Instagram. Hasbro Mods does some really nice integrations, and he actually works with Builder BB in the chat right now. Actually, he does a lot of work with Builder BB to make some awesome stuff. They're actually the two that made the Devil's Reject that I reviewed on my channel a while back, which, if you haven't checked that out, you should check that out, because that blaster is amazing. Alright, we got it in. Got it all lined up, so that one is set. So, the Busby Baron is good. I don't know, I'm not a fan of the Busby Baron. I've had difficulties with them. I'm not sure if I was just dealing with a lemon or what, but I've always found them to be problematic. Alright, so now we're going to deal with... This is the one that I still need to print another one for the little shell latch. Got to make sure I get that in right. So, I like to slot it in place. Wait, what am I doing? I suck. I need the spring first. These springs are a little bit easier to deal with, thankfully. I just always forget how they go in. I gotta clean it up just a little bit, make a little bit more space for that spring. Alright, let's see. So this is, alright, so this is that one. Alright, yep, so there's a nice little diagram in there to where you put it in there like that. See, I always have trouble with this one because it doesn't seem like it wants to work very well. I might need to tighten this spring some without it flying off the table. Because this is supposed to slot into here. Ooh, that was close. Let's see, what am I doing wrong? Because my understanding was... like I said, these little bits are always the ones that I get confused on every time. Even though I've built a good bit of Spring Thunders and they all use these little bits, I always forget how they go. Because it feels like should be, because it's, according to the diagram, it's supposed to be like that, but it's not putting enough pressure on it. Like there's nothing pulling it, so I'm confused about this one. And this one always throws me off. Live streaming Nerf Wars are also difficult. I can. And we have some good wars, like both for Maryland Nerf Herder, Southern Maryland House of Nerf, or when I go up to Cataclysm up in New Jersey, I technically could. However, with a lot of the down times that you end up having, like for the game itself, I'm also only an okay player. I could, if there is interest in seeing that kind of stuff, you could. It depends on if there's interest for that. Because this just does not seem like it's... Yeah. Let me see here. Get this set up. Try this and just see how it looks. Little bits. So that Rick and Morty sketch, commercial. Little bits. And I actually do not even own a PlayStation, so I have no idea The only game I've played on PlayStation, I think it was PlayStation 3, and I was playing, was it? No. It was PlayStation 4. I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3. That was the last thing I played. That's like the only thing I played on PlayStation is Kingdom Hearts 3. So, I am not a good person to ask about PlayStation games. Okay, no. It is right. It just doesn't seem like it is because it's... Ooh. Are you not? Oh. It's another instance of it. Like, the spring didn't line up with the peg here, which is, as always, annoying. So it's not wanting to go into its spot. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm not doing this enough on spring. That is a tricky question. It's incredibly tricky because I enjoy both a lot. The Sobek is by far easier to assemble. By a lot. Alright, I'm going to have to adjust this. Sorry, this is not going to be able to... I'm not going to be able to put this on string because I'm trying to get it lined up. Come on. There we go. Got something. Oh, come on. Ah. There we go. Do that now. There we go. And spring is in place. All right. Make sure. It's like that doesn't seem like it's putting pressure on it at all. Yeah. When I go to Southern Maryland House of Nerf, I'll be running my SBL for the high FPS rounds because it hits that 150 perfectly. All right, so what am I doing wrong here? Because this needs to be pulling. So it seems like the spring is just bent too far out, which is somewhat frustrating. So I'm gonna have to manually make it tighter. So unless I was just using the wrong... It is possible I was using the wrong springs for the wrong thing. So keep that in mind when you're building one. Make sure you're using the correct spring because I think this is the spring that was meant to go with the other thing. Alright, Bosco, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, the hard part about this is doing this without having the spring fly off into the sunset. That would be quite annoying because making the spring looser is easy. Making a spring tighter is harder. So let me see if I can figure this out. Alright, that should do. Let's try that out and see how that goes. Alright. What I would do if I'm gonna print this piece as one piece in the future again, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this piece in first before I put in the shell lifter because the shell lifter is currently getting in my way, which is annoying. There we go. Alright, how's that? Alright, that's better. Alright, Brian, thanks for stopping by Build a BB. Hope you enjoyed the stream. All my complaining. Finish your shift, get home, stay safe. Alright, so, now, this is the one piece I do have to reprint the other one. It depends on the person. I've considered doing collabs before in the past. None of them have really come to fruition. It depends on what they want to collab on. Actually, I collab all the time with Gyroscope and Focus Videos for gameplay footage. We collab all the time when we play. We all record footage. We share the footage between us, and we post our game. That's where the A Day of Nerf videos come from, because I'm building them that way. So we did the bolt. So did that. All right, now we're building the rear section. Let's see here. All right. I need this. And I need this. So first we're going to start with putting this here. That's where we need the catch spring here. So this, and then this folds down. Yep. That sounds right. So you basically have to feed it in and then tilt it up. It is a little annoying. This is another one that's like, it can be a little annoying because the way it has to go in. So what I will do to start is, instead of trying to bend it into place from the beginning, I'm going to try to get the screw into it first and then try to bend it into place. So if the screw will help me hold it in place. Whoop, too far, come back. Because then I gotta line it up with the spring first. Then I gotta line it up with the catch plate, the metal catch piece. I'm going to have to bring this up closer to me, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to see this very well, because I need to be able to see. There we go. Because you got to get them all lined up together. Nope. Come back here. And it can be quite the ordeal to get all three of them lined up properly. Start with that, because it needs to go like that. And then I have to concentrate on this, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, I hate this. It's funny, because, like, I built so many Spring Thunders. Like, why am I still struggling so much with building a Spring Thunder? You'd think I'd have this down by now. But yet, I still have my struggles. That is too low. I need that up a little higher, so I may have figured out a better way to do this. So I need to get the spring into place. Still not high enough up. Oh, come on. I'll be with the chat in just a second while I deal with this. Oops, stay there, stay there. Come on. Get into place. Come on. And the problem with this is, like, if I lose my grip on it, it's just going to shoot halfway across the room. And then it becomes a game of hide and seek. Oh, man, come on. You're almost there. It's just slightly off. Keeps slipping back down. Come on. Go back to this method, see how this works. Man, this is annoying. I feel like I'm struggling more today than I usually do. Get it? Almost. Got it through two. Get to the final one. Come on. Almost there. Got it. Whoo! That was a fun adventure. Getting this lined up. Woo. Now for vlogs. I mean, that's kind of what my day of Nerf videos are. It's not so much a vlog as it is just kind of a recap of the day. For special events like I did for not Battle Pandora, Apocalypse, I added in a little bit of vlogging, but overall, it's not usually for a regular game. Vlogging's not usually required or necessary. Let's see, make sure that's going in. Yep. So it's not really a thing that is that beneficial to a video if it's just a normal war day. But like I said, I do a day of Nerf videos still, and I really enjoy those. I was actually really happy because, like, I hadn't done one for a while, so I was hitting a bit of burnout, but got back into it. Playing at APOC really helped, so it got me back into filming again, which is why I will be having another day of Nerf video maybe next Saturday. We'll see. I haven't quite figured out when I want to put a day of Nerf videos, if I want to wait, put it in between mod videos, but we'll see. So alright, we are making progress at least. I feel like I've been having so many problems today. Oh boy. Nope, over here. I really gotta slide this over here just so I can, there, so that way it's a little bit more on screen. Okay. Alright, the grip I have is a little different, so I don't have to worry about that. And the Adrian grip. Now I need now time to throw your rods. And my least favorite part of the Spring Thunder build. Well, see, I keep saying that, but these things can be annoying when they come apart, which can be frustrating. Oh, 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 oh. Support material. Get out of there. Oh, no. Really? Oh, I know what I need to do. Let's put it through the other way. There we go. That's the way to do it. Works smarter, not harder, right? Just knock that right out. I think I've got another one. Pretty much I'm going to need all 4 threaded rods. So that is what I'm doing now. Now I am going to have to take it back apart again to put the other piece in there. So we'll see how far I get. I might stop it early because of that, but we'll see. So I'll have to check on my printer and see about that part. So let me hop back over to chat, see if anything's happening there. Hey, Sniper Bob Dave, how you doing? I'm usually blue team. A lot of people end up on red team. I'm usually whatever the other color is of red. Occasionally I'll be on red team, but usually I'm blue team. This threaded rod is not wanting to cooperate with me. There we go. Got it. What team is everybody else usually on? Do you guys have team colors or? That's not right. Oh my. That doesn't seem right. Oh no, I'm wrong. Nope. Nope. That is not where that goes. This piece first. There we go. And these threaded rods go through this piece. I told you this build always goes big. Whoops. I forgot something else. I am very forgetful today. Pump grip. There we go. All right. Next step is throwing the rest of this together. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to go check on my printer, see if it's done, see if I can throw that other part in so I can finish throwing this together. Alright, so my printer still has a little bit, so unfortunately I think I'll have to call this one here because I don't want to have to take it apart again to put this piece in, because I got to be able to access right here to put the mirror of that into here. So I think I will call it here as far as the... Actually, here, you know what? I can do one more thing. Boy, if I could get unstuck from the piano, that'd be fantastic. All right, so actually there's one more thing I can do before I call it quits. I had to clean up this piece a little bit because I had a different stock than the standard stock. So, support materials being what they are. Alright. Yeah, this piece had a lot of little nooks and crannies that ended up getting support in it. That I had to clean out, which is somewhat annoying, but you deal with it. Go. It's one side. I don't know if I actually have anybody in the stream right now either, so and if you're still in the stream and still watching, sound off in the chat. I know it's been a bit of an uneventful stream, not too much happening. That's what I really need to collab on. I got to get some friends together and actually stream with them, make it a little bit more interesting than just streaming by myself. So let me know what you think of that. Some stream with some fellow local hobbyists. Just clean out that. So if there's nobody else watching, I think I'll go ahead and call it a day. Once my printer's done and I can get that piece, I'll go ahead and build that. But since the stream seems to be a bit empty, I'll just call it here. So, alright. For those of you who might be watching later, dropping frames. Alright, so thank you all for watching. For anyone who might still be there, I will catch you guys next time. Keep an eye out for Tuesday's video.